Hello, I'm Laurel Douglas in Keokea, Maui, and I will be reading Rosemary Patterson's script for her play, Hope of the Nation. She lives in Qualicum Beach, BC, Canada, and she's a retired school psychologist for the Canadian school system for adolescents. Fade in. External steps of Kauaihau Church, Honolulu. A youthful male Hawaiian dressed in 1860s costume sits staring at King Lunalilo's crypt. He is Moses Kekuanaoa, the elder brother of Kings Kamehameha IV and V. A crowd of spectators sits around him, staring at him, including a reverend of the church, Urushi Sato, and a youthful Hawaiian dressed in surfing clothes named Junior Kaleo. It is late afternoon. Moses. Well, at least he got his own private crypt. That was more than I was given. Reverend Sato. You mean King Lunalilo, I take it? That's his crypt you're staring at. Moses. Right. But I knew him as William Lunalilo. We went to school together. Reverend Sato, whispering to Junior Kaleo. Better call for the police. This kid must be crazy or on meth. Junior Kaleo. I don't know. Maybe he is a descendant of one of the high Ali'i, the Hawaiian chiefs. He looks a lot like pictures I've seen of his brothers when they were young. Reverend Sato gives Junior a look of, you must be crazy too, and heads for the open door of the church. Reverend Sato, don't be ridiculous. I'll call myself. Junior Kaleo, what's your name, dude? Moses. Moses Kekuanaoa. William Lunalilo and I attended the chief's children's school near here, but I can't find it now. Junior Kaleo. Sure, and I'm Santa Claus. The other parishioners laugh at Junior's words. They go into the church after Reverend Sato. Moses. I'm telling you the truth. You've got to believe me. I can't seem to get through to the court of Kane. I've got to figure out where I went wrong. Reverend Sato emerges and motions Junior over to his side. The young Hawaiian dressed in period costume continues to stare at King Lunalilo's crypt. Reverend Sato, keep this guy talking. The police are on their way. Don't let him run away. Junior Kaleo, how? Reverend Sato, just keep him talking. Ask when he went to school or something. Reverend Sato goes back into the church. Junior walks back to the young Hawaiian. Junior Kaleo. So what's that crypt got to do with it? And what's the court of Kane? Moses. At least if I had my own crypt, I wouldn't have to wander all around the islands all the time. I'd have somewhere to stay. The court of Kane is where Hawaiian rulers go when they die. Junior Kaleo. That sounds really sad, dude. Tell me about it. Moses. We were the hope of the nation, my father told me. Myself, my brothers, and the others of high rank, we were born to lead and take care of the commoners. How could it have all gone so wrong? Junior Kaleo. I'm taking some psychology, dude, at college. You mean you had a sense of entitlement, a right to lead a privileged life, and to be a leader of your people? Of course, I was so sure of it. Until I ran into Amos Cook. Cook said I was a wastrel, a failure with vicious ways, but I wasn't. What is psychology? Junior Kaleo. Psychology is the science of the mind, dude. You mean Captain Cook? Moses. No, Amos Cook. He and his wife Juliet were supposed to educate me, my brothers, and others who were so high-ranking that they were in line for the Hawaiian throne, but they didn't. They just wanted us to convert to their religion. Junior Kaleo. Moses pulls some pictures out of his pockets. See, look here. It was in 1840 that the day royal school we attended turned into a residential school. That's when it all started. We were forced to attend for 6 years without a break. Cook had us cornered and treated us shamelessly. Junior Kaleo. Look, dude, you better give me some more background. You're not making sense to me. Moses. It was 1839, in the kingdom. Junior Kaleo. What kingdom? Moses. The kingdom of Hawaii. Moses pulls out a picture, close-up on picture. It is of King Kamehameha III. Junior Kaleo. Who's that, dude? Moses. King Kamehameha III. Look, you've got to understand, there were catastrophic changes happening. The population had been reduced from 800,000 or more to 40,000 because of syphilis, measles, smallpox. Missionaries from Boston had already convinced the Prime Minister and many of our high chiefs that all our ways were bad and our sacred dance, the hula, was of the devil. English and French gunboat captains told the king he had to change his government and educate the people or he would lose the kingdom. Junior Kaleo. So? Moses. We had these missionaries from Boston since 1820. The king and the chiefs asked them to start a school for myself, my brothers, and others with high ranks. They did, and that's when my problems started. Junior Kaleo. You're kidding, aren't you? You can't be Moses, whoever he was. This is 2014. Moses pulls some more pictures out of his pockets. Close-up on pictures of pupils and the cooks. Moses. See, those are my brothers, Lot and Alexander. They became kings, Kamehameha 4 and 5. And here's David, Kalakaua. He became King Kalakaua in 1872. Here's Emma Rook. She married my brother Alexander after he became King Kamehameha 4. And this is my Hanai sister, Bernice Pawahi. She married that bishop guy that turned Hawaii into an immense sugar plantation. This is Lydia Kamaka'eha. She became Queen Liliuokalani in 1891. They all got placed in a crypt when they died. I need one myself. Back to Moses and Junior Kaleo on the Kauai house stairs. Junior Kaleo. Slow down, dude. Moses. I have to figure out what went wrong. I know I was born to rule and help the Hawaiian people. I don't understand why Cook told me I was evil and tried to change me. You don't believe me, do you? I'll find someone else to help me figure out what happened. Moses appears quite agitated. He starts to move off. Junior Kaleo. No, wait, dude. So tell me about this Cook. I think I understand where you were coming from. You had a sense of entitlement and expected your world to stay that way. But for you to understand what happened, you'll have to figure out where the Cooks were coming from. How did they feel about you guys and the world, for instance? Okay. Moses. They kept telling us the world was a place of temptation, particularly for rulers. They told us that we were innately evil, that the girls were innately evil, that the only way we would avoid the temptations of the world was to turn ourselves over to Jesus Christ, to convert to Christianity, and Christ would lead us, not the devil. Moses pulls out some papers. Close-up on Amos Cook journal entries. Cook. I long to learn the language correctly, that I may be able to instruct our scholars in the doctrines of our holy religion, without which our instruction will be worse than nothing. Junior Kaleo. What about his wife? Close-up on Cook journal entry. We continue to enjoy an unexpected share of health and labor daily in our calling as teachers, with cheerfulness and delight, except now and then when tried with the heva, error, of our scholars. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may those accustomed to evil learn to do well. Police car siren wails in the distance. Moses. I've got to get out of here. Junior Kaleo. Take it easy, dude. Moses heads down the stairs and up the street. Junior chases after him. Honolulu State Capitol grounds. Queen Liliuokalani statue. Moments later, Moses and Junior are standing under the statue. Moses is pointing in the direction of the ornamental pool of water on one side of the legislative building. Moses. That's where the school should be. I don't understand what happened to everything. Junior Kaleo. That pool's been there for years, man. Sirens wail in the background. Moses heads toward Iolani Palace in the background. Iolani Palace grounds, gift shop, open back door. Moments later, Moses runs into the gift shop. Junior hesitates, but follows Moses in. Iolani Palace gift shop. Moments later, Moses drags Junior into a back room and they sit down near a video machine on a desk. Footsteps sound in another room. Junior Kaleo, hey man, there's people in here. We're going to be busted. They throw people in jail for years for this kind of thing. Moses, no, I need you to help me figure out how it all went so wrong. Moses grabs onto Junior and drags him behind a large work desk. He puts Junior's head into a stranglehold and motions him to stay quiet. Some staff move into the room and pick up some personal articles. They then move toward the open back door. The door closes, and Moses releases his hold on Junior. They both stand up, but Moses blocks Junior's way out. Junior stares at the agitated stare on Moses' face. Junior Kaleo, okay, take it easy, man. I'll listen. I'll try to help you. Go back to the start again. I'm missing something. Footsteps echo down the back stairs. Moses pulls Junior back to the chairs. He stares at the shelf of videos to the side of the desk. Moses, will those people come back? Junior Kaleo, I guess tomorrow. They must have quit for the day. Let's get out of here. Moses, I don't understand how I lost everything just by entering a school. I was to be the governor of Kauai. My brother Lot was to be the governor of Hawaii, and my brother Alex was to be the next king. Cook treated us like dirt. Junior Kaleo, didn't you tell your parents how you were being treated? Moses, Cook was smart at discrediting us with our parents. Junior Kaleo, what do you mean? Moses, even when we attended his day school before it became residential, he set up a system of reporting, giving us black marks for whispering, talking back, or disagreeing with anything he said. He had our parents discipline us in our own homes. They believed him, not us. Junior Kaleo, that's too bad, man. It must have been an awful shock when your world changed so much. Moses, it was. Until I was 11, I had 30 attendants. I could do anything I wanted. Cook got rid of most of them right away and demanded we obey him without talking back. All of a sudden we had these rules. Rise at dawn, be late for breakfast, no food. Disobey, talk back, no dinner. It went on like that all day and night. I thought I was going to lose my mind. Moses shoves a picture at Junior, close up on drawing of the chief's children's school. Moses, see that? That's when the school became residential in May 1840. You can see the grass punishment hut out in the courtyard. We were locked in it for days at a time, even restrained and whipped with rawhide whips. Cook had 7 of them, you know. Junior Kaleo, 7? You're joking. Why did he have so many? Moses pulls a piece of paper out of his pocket. Close up on paper. Order form to ABCFM, 27 July, 1840. Polynesian, 6, number 4. Support of Chief's Children's School, including 1 good wagon whip, 6 rawhides, sicken whips, flutes for 2 boys. Moses, he had 1 for the wagon and 6 rawhide sicken whips for my brothers and me. Junior Kaleo, go back to the start. Moses, that was the start. That order was placed when the school became residential, and Cook could restrain myself and my brothers behind closed walls. No one could hear us scream. Cook told us he would whip the devil out of us until we converted and chose Jesus to guide us. Junior Kaleo, that's really bad, man. My psychology professor says that the core personality is fully established by the time you entered that school. You had a sense of entitlement. It would have been really hard, if not impossible, for you to change so drastically. Normally the self disintegrates when it's shocked like that. Go back to the start. Moses, it was 1840, and my brothers and I were the hope of the nation. King Kamehameha III and the high chiefs wanted us properly educated so the monarchy could be carried on. Junior Kaleo, how old were your brothers and the other boys when you came, man? Moses, Lot was 10. Alex was just 6. William Lunalilo was just 5, and David Kalakaua was just 4. Junior Kaleo, that's really bad, man. Junior Kaleo, at least you and your brother Lot had your core personality established, but the little ones wouldn't have by then. You and Lot had a better chance of surviving what Cook did. He was acting from the way he saw the world. What did Cook teach? Moses. Mostly his religion. Hell, damnation, sin, how rotten and ungrateful we all were, and how we were all going to lose the kingdom of Hawaii and burn in hell unless we converted and changed our ways to theirs. Junior Kaleo, that was his core belief system talking, dude, like the other missionaries. They were indoctrinated Calvinists themselves. He was just doing what it made sense for him to do. It would have been nearly impossible for him to do anything else. Moses. Cook even told us that the sin of adultery was causing the Hawaiian race to die off, and if we didn't smarten up, we would have the same fate. They said the hula and chant were of the devil. Junior Kaleo, that's what he was taught. Maybe you should feel sorry for him. Moses, you're joking. Feel sorry for him? He destroyed me. Moses shoves a sheet of paper at Junior. Close up on Cook Journal entry. Adultery is the crying sin of the land, and fast hurrying the people into oblivion. Our hearts yearn over our scholars, lest they also be destroyed by this sin. It seems as if nothing could save them but the converting grace of God. For this blessing we pray, and exhort others to pray also. It may be that they will consider. Junior Kaleo, that's what I mean, dude. He was just passing on what he had been taught at a young age. It became his core personality. And chant and hula are not seen that way now. They are called the heartbeat of the Hawaiians now. Look, I'll show you. Junior reaches for a video from a group on a shelf in the workroom. He puts the video into a player. Close up on video screen. Edith Kanakaʻole Stadium, Hilo. Moments later, a group of male hula dancers are performing the hula kahiko in the annual Merry Monarch Festival. Moses, that's wonderful. If only my brothers and I could have witnessed that back in 1840. But hula was banned. Junior Kaleo, that's not all we're proud of now, brah. Junior places another video into the machine. Close up on video screen. Open ocean off of Tahiti. Moments later, the voyaging canoe Hokulea has reached Tahiti, and 15,000 Tahitians are crowding into the water to welcome it. Moses, what's going on? Junior Kaleo, that's a replica of a Hawaiian voyaging canoe of the ancients. We sailed it all the way from Hawaii to Tahiti, using the old ways to navigate. Moses, we? Junior Kaleo, I was part of the crew. Made me so proud of the ancients. Our ancestors could sail the entire Pacific, while Europeans thought they were going to fall off the edge of the earth. Moses, wish someone had told me about that when I was in school. Cook only told me how evil the old ways were, how we killed infants, sacrificed men, took part in pagan orgies, used our commoners as slaves. Junior Kaleo, that's not true, man. Junior puts another video into the machine. On the video screen, open ocean off of Hawaii. Moments later, the video shows 7 voyaging canoes and arrival ceremonies in Hawaii. Junior Kaleo, other Polynesian nations are building canoes too. See, there's 2 from Hawaii, 1 from the Cook Islands, 1 from New Zealand, and others from elsewhere. This year and next, the Polynesian Voyaging Society is sailing the canoe Hokulea all around the world under the old system of navigating, following the stars, bird flights, and ocean currents. Moses, that's great. I can't believe it. Somehow I feel a little better. Junior Kaleo, so what did you do at this Chief's Children's School to make the cooks come down on you so hard, brah? Moses, I couldn't help myself. I tried to fit in at first, but I kept finding myself rebelling. I think it was the beatings and the constant shaming in front of others. Junior Kaleo, beatings of the older boys? Moses, even my brother Alex, when he entered the school. He was only 6, but when he tried to run home 3 times in one day, They beat him with a ruler. He learned fast. Junior Kaleo, did you try to help him? Moses, I told them that Alex was a child of the chiefs. People were killed for striking a child of the chiefs in the old days, but Cook just laughed and told us that he was the king of the school. Junior Kaleo, what were you beaten for? Moses, at first it was black marks for talking back, speaking Hawaiian, whispering in church. Then the punishments got worse. Junior Kaleo, for what, brah? Moses, I wanted someone to look up to me the way they always had before. The girls tended to worship me. They made me feel really good about myself. Junior Kaleo, I understand. That would have supported your sense of entitlement. But how did that get you into trouble? Moses, it was easy for the boys to get into the girls' rooms. It didn't seem like a big deal to us. After all, Hawaiian rulers were expected to know all about making love before they married. But Cook went into a frenzy over it. Junior Kaleo, a frenzy? Moses, yeah. He told us adultery was a deadly sin, even though none of us were married, of course, just betrothed from birth. We were usually just fooling around with the one we were betrothed to. Locked us into rooms, whipped us, tried to get us to tell on each other, told us we were giving in to deadly temptation from the devil. Junior Kaleo, how did all that end? Moses, really bad. 2 of the girls, Abigail and Jane, wound up pregnant, but that was much later, after I had been kicked out of the school and ruined. Moses shows Junior pictures of Jane and Abigail, close up on pictures. Junior Kaleo, beautiful girls, what happened to them? Moses, the Cooks arranged for Bernice Pawahi, heir to vast tracts of land, when she was 16, to be constantly visited at the school and then marry 24-year-old handsome Charles Bishop, a penniless clerk who had just arrived in Honolulu, against her parents' wishes. He wound up inheriting her lands and fortune and shipping most of it back to the U.S. after her death. Close up on pictures of Bernice and Charles Bishop, Junior Kaleo, and close up on a picture of Lot, Kamehameha. Moses, that's my brother Lot. He was supposed to have married Bernice. While he was away in London buying her a ring, the Cooks arranged her marriage to Bishop. Lot always loved her, I think. He never married anyone else. Junior Kaleo, what about William Lunalilo? You say he became King Lunalilo? Close up on picture of King Lunalilo. Moses, we older kids learned how wine and whiskey could take away the pain from Cook, telling you how wicked and bad you are, and how if we didn't convert, there wouldn't be a kingdom after our uncle. William became an alcoholic right after he left the school. Even when they told him he would die if he didn't stop drinking, he couldn't. Only ruled for a year and then died. Junior Kaleo, what about your younger brother, Alexander? Close up on picture of King Kamehameha IV. Moses, he became a king too, but had a problem with alcohol. Only stopped drinking after he shot his private secretary. Intrigue in the royal court. Died a year after his little son